Welcome everyone to another video in our Bryan Fundamentals series where I try to get better at Bryan day by day and bring you along for the ride. So, if you follow these episodes in order, then you know that last time, we were tasked by Peter Y. Mao, our coach, who's been teaching us a little bit, to figure out the true meaning of back one, the primary function of back one. And I will actually put that on the screen now and take off the game capture. So if you look at the bottom stuff, I'm actually going to remove the startup hitbox while retreating because that basically falls into the timing fake. But just like looking at these four things, these are all basically, those are all reasonable options, right? Back one is pressure and plus frames. You can use it to take back your turn sometimes. And it is a fatty counter hit. It deals it's probably one of the higher counter hit damage moves in the game, right? For Bryan, I mean. So, and then the last one that we settled on, though, and it is the answer that Peter told us, is that it's a timing fake. So what does this mean? What does a timing fake mean? I'm going to go ahead and put the game back up, take this off. What is a timing fake? Well, timing fake is essentially the idea that this move, back one, works because of down four and down back three. Down four and down back three, and for that matter, even quarter circle back one. We're going to throw that in the mix here too, because that one's 13 frames. These are all really fast moves, okay? This one's fast, this one's fast. So if you're playing against someone and you do double down four, okay? And you just keep doing double down four, your opponent's eventually going to catch on to this, right? And they might start ducking just for that second down four. And the thing is that if you then do one down four, your opponent, if you put yourself in the shoes of someone defending against this, you go, get hit by down four, duck. Oh, it's not there, take my turn. That's like a very natural instinct that people will do, where they go, oh, it's not there, I guess it's my turn, quick, press a button. This is where the beauty of doing this comes in. All of a sudden, you have done with immediate timing, you have thrown out back one here, but back one comes out five frames slower. So during those 5 frames, your opponent might be going, oh wait, where's the move? And then pressed, and then now they've gotten counter hit. So the idea is that back one will mess with your opponent's timing. And we can do this in pretty much any situation where we would have threaded in a second low. So, for example, right? One thing that you've already seen me do a lot on the stream, and it's something that I've kind of come up with myself, I guess, just from like messing with this move, is that like I will sometimes, in the same situation that I was about to do down four, come in with this move. One of the beauties of that move that we realize is that this move is 15 frames. So when they are trying to catch the down four timing, if they do successfully catch the down four timing, they get hit by this mid. Likewise, so because of that, it's very similar in concept to that, but now you're just throwing in a delayed move so that if they catch the timing, but then try to take their turn back, you catch them. So you can use this pretty much everywhere. You can like be here and you're like, I would down four, so I'll do it back one. That's reasonable. I'm doing these down back threes, and now I do a back one. Like you can mix it in as like a substitution for one of your lows, but it's something that you earn after you've already established a very long, like a consistent pattern of it that your opponent now sees it. And that's going to vary from person to person, how quickly they see it and how quickly they start reacting, and you have to be observing your opponent in order to see it, right? Like you have to be observing your opponent to really get an idea of when is the appropriate time to start mixing in these back ones, just like we do with our mids in general already, right? So that's the idea here. Let me take a second here. Good to see you, Mustafa. Hope you can hang on with your internet, and good to see you, D-Warrior. Good to see you. So the last thing I want to bring up is just like talking about the plus frame scenarios on this move, okay? I'm not going to go super into it, but just to say that this move is not as plus as you would think, right? You can take your frames. Obviously, it's a frame trap. If your opponent is like just mashing hop kick or something, you can catch them with this. Like if they're mashing duck jab, you can catch them with this. You can even catch hop kicks, duck jab specifically, you can catch that with orbital. However, in this game, especially, with power crushes coming in at 7 frames and us being only +4, the reality is that you cannot catch a duck jab, which requires us to use a 13 frame move, and cover a power crush at the same time. So there is no option that Bryan has that like kind of satisfyingly covers all of these options. You do have down back 4. This is the only one that really will catch down jab and power crush. So if you're in a situation with a single chip and you're trying to stop them, maybe you can do this, but I'm not even sure how the tracking works on this move, to be honest. So if we have him sidestep to the left, for example, okay, that hits. That makes sense. But if we have them go to the right, oh, okay. So it does cover stepping to a degree as well. So if you're in a chip situation, maybe that works. But at the end of the day, right, you are on hit. This move is -4, right? So it's not actually like an ideal frame situation to be putting yourself in. But just something to point out that, like, other than that, there's nothing that really covers both options. Not to mention the fact that this move is pretty linear. So you're really stuck in quite a bit of a mix-up already. You're already in a bit of a mix-up already in the sense that there's nothing you can do that can't be beat by something by your opponent, right? This is not a true frame trap. Exactly, Deviant. You could sidestep, catch the duck jab and the power crush, but now if Kazuya decides to do down 4-2, which is a tracking move, he will catch you, right? The point being that there is always something your opponent can do that will beat you, right? And down 4-2 isn't even that hard of a call out because, you know, maybe they think you're doing a greedy frame, right? You're going to do, I don't know, a taunt, right? Down 4-2 is going to counter hit you. Like, the point is that, like, they could be doing something to try and catch you taking a greedy option. A more reasonable thing is maybe you do this, right? I'm pretty sure if the Kazuya were to block this and then do down 4-2, let's see. See, counter hit. So it's like, yes, I can try and sidestep. I can even sidestep block, at which point I do catch this one a little bit. But the point is that they can try and catch you, right? There's not really... Another one would be if they do a tracking, like a low that has, like, good tracking, right? Like, if Bryan just hatches to you, right? The hatchet will hit. So that's the idea. Just, like, keep in mind that back one is not as strong of a... It's not as strong of a plus situation as you would think, and that's why a lot of people downplay Bryan, because they're like, oh, his frame traps aren't really frame traps and all that stuff, because he's not really a pressure frame trap, you know, character. He's a timing-based character, and that's sort of what I'm trying to say, is that when you're in back one, and I'm going to put this back on the screen real quick, there's a quote from Jimmy here. Jimmy has said, after back one, I feel like I'm being mixed. That's basically saying that, you know, against a sharp opponent that maybe isn't too predictable after back one, everyone's playing at layers at his level. Everyone's playing at such deep layers of you think that I think that you think that I think that all of a sudden it's just a coin flip, right? It's just, you're both just throwing out an option and seeing which one wins at that point. It's a little bit random at that point. So that's the idea. So anyway, I mean, of course, if you're playing in someone and they only do one option, take it, right? But that's the idea. Yeah, exactly, Mustafa. They're not real. So yeah, so just caution that that's truly, like, not the answer. Yes, you do have frames. Yes, you can catch someone who's mashing, but it's not perfect, and that's why it's not the primary purpose. So let's, I rambled for a bit. Good to see you, Vestige. I've rambled for a bit. Let's talk about what we're going to do today. So this is where the bait and switch happens. I said at the very beginning, we don't earn back one or hatchet kick for that matter until we have set up a lot of down 4s and down back 3s so that we have a quick timing that now can fake them out with the slow timing. Because of that, we're going to be doing a lot of down 4s, okay? We're going to be doing a lot of down 4s, and we are going to be observing what our opponent does. That is mainly what we're going to do here. The only reason we're going to throw in these back ones is that once our opponent starts to react to this, once our opponent starts to display stress from this move, in situations where we might have done this, we can also do a back one. That's the idea. That's a very easy way of describing it, is in situations where we're going to do quarter circle forward 1+2 anyway, we can do back one. Quarter circle forward 1+2, maybe you could argue has better properties on hit, especially once you're in heat and you get a heat dash into combo. But other than that, like, it is minus, back one is plus. So, like, in some senses, if we guess wrong on back one, we are rewarded with being +4, so we're not in that bad of a situation. And we can even, like, sidestep and just, like, wait to see what our opponent does, right? So, I do like that in the sense that we're not kind of forced to take a mix. But other than that, I do think, yeah, you know, it's a bit of a trade-off. But that's the idea, is that we're going to work in those back ones like that. As an aside for myself, in this game especially, a lot of people are very, very pressing when they get hit by this move. And if this gets hit, forward 3 is a frame trap. So we'll keep that in mind. Especially since it makes them ducking anyway, so you're less afraid of power crushes at that point. There are very few, if any, power crushes that I know of that come out of crouch. So we're kind of, like, more safe in that sense. So I'm going to try and remember to do that. Back 1 +2? Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. So, I'm going to throw out a little tidbit of knowledge. In this game, well, in Tekken in general, right? So I'm going to use block into... What am I going to do here? I'm going to do block into sidestep. Sidestep right. In this game, back one's pretty linear, right? So if we have them instead stand... Whoops. You'll notice that jab into this misses, right? What should happen is if I do back 1 +2 instead, it tracks. See my inputs, back 1 +2 instead of back 1. Back 1 by itself, back 1 +2. Super weird thing about Bryan. No idea why it exists. This is an incog tech that he's, I think, the one who discovered it. Super weird. I wonder if it's a relic. I wonder if it's a relic of the heat drive system, of the rage drive system from Tekken 7, because this is maybe a relic from the rage drive system, because Bryan's rage drive was that input, and his rage drive hit everything. And I'm wondering if it's like one of those things. I don't know. But either way, or maybe it's been since Tekken 6. But either way, I learned about this in Tekken 8. I mean, in Tekken 7. So this is what I want to say. This move, I forgot to mention the caveat here. It works when you're at +8, okay? So if I do back 1, 2 here, 1 +2 here, it doesn't work. But if I'm +8, when you're +8, it becomes tracking. It's like super tracking at +8. So in this game, we're talking about jab and 1, 2, right? Those are the situations. So it's just something to keep in mind. But either way, yeah. Regardless of where it came in, because I didn't play Tekken 6, so I can't tell you. That's just like a little extra fun fact you get today. Lil Mojo, how's it going? Good to see you, Yubi. Yeah, and good to see you, Maiden. So yeah, either way, let's go ahead and jump into some games. Remember, the reality is that we're a down 4 game, but now we can mix him back 1 a little bit. Doing okay. I'm feeling energized to try and get better again. Another thing that we will probably dedicate a whole video to tomorrow, but might as well start implementing it now. Peter told me that if we see 2 things in a row from the same situation, cash in. Don't worry about like seeing it more than that. So if we see 2 reactions to 1 situation in a row, then we'll do it again. Side set, this time dash. We'll do 2. Nothing, nothing. Okay. This time you'll notice that they didn't dash forward after we double down for them. Uh-oh. I'm breaking 1, I'm breaking 1. I don't think it's 1, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. Do this back 1 now. See? Okay. Whoa, why did I back 1 there? That was not a good back 1. There's that throw. Nice. Nilly can step it? Okay, got it. Still sidestepping, you see that? I thought he was just going to throw with immediate timing, but it happened to catch that too. That's good. That was weird. Okay. Wow. Notice how I did that down back 3, they waited a bit, and the back 1 caught them. See, like, there's, like, basically mixing it in can be very good. Still sidestepping there. I broke wrong. That's a mix. I'm okay with it. Still chilling there. Notice how I did a hatchet there, just like with a slightly different timing, and it counter hit them. This is what I mean, see? Yeah, Nahiri. You don't have to tell me twice. More lows. They never duck, so we're just going to keep doing it till they duck. What is that? Let's be nice. They're trying. They were on demo. Notice how now they're running away. Okay, that's fine. Oh my gosh. Sure. Wow, that's good. Wait, that didn't airborne them? So, I'm gonna down back 3 here. Oh, interesting. Notice they're doing this now. They're trying to run away. Oh, interesting. They ran in this time. We got lucky. We got unlucky, but that's alright. Like, that's what I'm trying to remember, is that it's okay to get unluckier. Oh, good sidewalk. They're still trying to sidewalk our stuff a lot, so the down 4s should keep coming out. Like, I keep acting like... Ooh, this is good. Oh. Nice. I keep thinking, oh, okay, they're going to start, like, respecting the down 4. They're not, so we're going to keep doing it. Oops. Nice. Nice sidestep there. See, they still keep sidestepping, so I need to use more moves that are going to track that situation, because they aren't changing what they're doing, and I'm trying to anticipate them changing when they won't, right? Oops, messed it up. Nice. Quarter circle back 1, that Jaguar step, yeah. That's too obvious. Maybe I'll get this taunt finally. Good duck. Nice. Forward 4-1 is the punish? Okay. I keep forgetting what the punish is. I'm like, do I mock punch? Do I jet up? I know jet upper doesn't work, so it's like my brain freezes. Forward 4-1 it. Got it. Alright. But hey, there we go. Some people just don't like to duck. I'm actually one of those players too. I don't like to duck, and then when I do, I start ducking a lot. Fun fundamentals. Deviant I haven't, but it is gonna be similar to this. I don't think I have. Maybe I did a long time ago. I would have to redo it. But I think that at the end of the day, Deviant, back 1 and Hatchet are practically the same speed. And so they serve the same purpose because they both are doing better on counter hit. I did it a few times, right? And they counter hit a lot because it's a slower move. One of the properties of Hatchet that's really good is that it tracks until you commit to a sidewalk. So for example, if I did this, like that'll hit, right? If I do something that's less plus, it hits. Like maybe if he goes to the left, it won't. But you see, it tracks pretty well in this game. To get it to actually whiff, You have to commit to that sidewalk, and it doesn't really matter which direction you're going at that point. It's just I've committed to sidewalk, and now this, and I think this is the same way with I think this is the same with moves like hell sweeps and stuff. You have to commit to that sidewalk to actually get them to whiff. Though given that it's a hell sweep, maybe that's different, but that's kind of like the takeaway that I got with how the game is sort of designed. Like, lows are designed to track because lows need to have more incentive to, because otherwise you could just sidestep the mid and the low option. So Hatchet as itself is just like a tracking low, just like down 4, that has a slower timing, so it's got a meteor hitbox and a meteor counter hit. Mustafa, they can KBD out. That's why you need to follow them. That's one of the things that we've been covering here, is that you kind of watch what they're doing, right? So it's like, yes, against a male character, if you're here and they just stand, it's probably going to work. But if you see that they like to backdash in that situation, just backdash with them. You're at 0. You're just matching their timing. Bryan's down 4 should be minus 421. Down 4 is stagger low. Well, Nahiri, I'm glad you feel that way, because it is really good. And I want everyone to know it. The pushback's crazy. Yeah. It is a really good move. And it breaks people's mentals. That's a cool custom. I feel like I should know that, but I don't know who it is, what it's from. Alright. You can take your turn back against Electric with a back one there. Not enough back ones. Not enough down 4s, I mean. Notice that they're trying to play further away. So I'm going to trace them down a bit with these down 4s. Look at that hard duck. Already. That's fine. Hard ducking, I'm going to do this. Do a throw. Okay. I'm going to go for Rage here because it'll deal a little more damage. But see, they're already hard ducking. We're going to take that read. This is kind of what I mean. It's like, oh, you want a hard duck? No. I'm going to run up and back up. Wow, that sucks. In 2 ways. Oh, man. Too bad. Wow, this person's got crazy ducks. I'm gonna go for this. Do it down 4. Nice step. Oh no! Got him. How's it going, Hugh? Good to see you come out of the work from there. They're sidestepping a lot, sidewalking a lot, rather. So we're just going to shut that down. Wow. Oh, third hit. I'm going to whiff punish with back one when I see an electric. That's just something Peter told me to do. This person's crazy. Oops. Okay. Still hard ducking here. Nice. All right. Nice. There's the reaction. That's fine. This is good. That sucks. Their ducks are good. Okay. Alright. Let's regroup. So you'll notice that this person, right? They're playing with timing. They're like kind of standing, they're just waiting for us to do something and trying to get us to react, right? And they do not want to be hit by lows, so I'm going to use way more mids. Like, they're only using, they're ducking a ton here. And then when I stop to do something else, but I do think that it's only specifically the hatchets that they're ducking. So I think if we use more down fours, oh my gosh, they're playing crazier. That's all right. Nice. I don't think they're reacting to Hatchet Hue. I think that they are getting a timing read from Hatchet. Like, oh, there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm going to duck. Wow, nice. So we're just not going to do it. Wait, I thought that's minus. I thought that's minus. I guess I'm wrong. Well, we got that at least. Wow. No! Nice. She gets a high parry after it. Okay. See, she's hard ducking here, I think. Because I saw her ducking there in the whole time. Okay. Wow, that's not what I meant to do, but I'll take it. Cool. Alright. Didn't mean to do that, but it's alright. Okay. I'm not getting a good read on when she does each thing. But you'll notice that they're trying to react to the down four, and they're a little bit slow. Oh, I tried to heat smash. Nice. Alright, let's just get this out of the way. Alright. Alright. We're playing Tekken 8, exactly. You see a heat dash, and the other person's in rage. You know what happens half of the time. There's too much time to think about it, and you just go, you know what? Fuck this guy. Rage heart. Everyone does it. Try jet upper, I'll try it. That's what I would expect to work. I'm going for this because I messed up the combo a bit. Nice. Alright. Cool. Power Crush through her forward 2? Do I have anything? Is my Power Crush good enough? Bryan's Power Crush is pretty bad. We can try sidestepping left through, though. that sucks. Alright, so I'm getting a little bit brawly here, and I shouldn't be doing so. The Ran is obviously trying to play further away from us. Oh, nice. Caught my shimmy. They're trying to play further away from us and kind of bait us to come in. We can play that game. Like, that's fine. I thought I ducked. Dang. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, their ducks are pretty good. But I think that if we took our turn back a little bit better with even back one, I think we probably would have, weirdly enough, probably done well. Even forward 3, probably back one. So that's actually a good point. Like, if every single one of our lows is getting blocked, that's usually an indicator that they're hard ducking or they're cheating. I would have make the assumption that they're hard ducking based off the fact that other stuff was working. So we'll keep that in mind for next time. Bryan's Power Crush is really slow. 20 frames. Do 2-3. That's a good point. I mean, I need to challenge it a little bit. But I felt like they were doing quite a few of the counter hit options, so it just didn't, it felt like, or the Power Crush option, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's regroup and go to the Jin. So we have a Jin. I know, Hugh. These are the players you gotta learn how to beat. They're just chilling there. So we're gonna keep that in mind. Nice. Okay, pressing a lot of buttons, just looking for my turn. Interesting option. Okay, this is not bad. Do another one. Nice. You'll notice that this person kind of just stands there, so I'm not going to use as many like mids and back ones. Whoops. I thought it was the other one. You'll notice that they pretty much don't duck, though, so because of that, we're going to keep doing it. And now they're going to duck. There we go. Crucial Menace, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'm surprised too, to be honest, but no rematch. That part I believed. He's reformed. He's like, I'm already in the yellow, I can't afford to. I've been using a lot of 1-4 in that situation, but I think it's because I don't realize that she's locked into the stance, I believe, right? So it's like 2-3, you might as well, because she's never going to block it, right? But the idea is the same. Wait, the 2-3 actually pushes her with the Power Crush. Really? That part's crazy. Alright, we have a Harong. Harong wants to get in close, so we're going to play further away. I didn't mention this. If we do have a situation where we plan to play close, I'm going to point it out. We're going to adapt. But, so far, it's all been kiting situations. Alright, do that down 4. Do it again. Immediately ducks that time. Nothing? Nothing? Ducking, okay. Oops. That was lucky. Dang. Cool. You'll notice that, like, the Hurong is starting to duck already. They're not a fan of this, so we're going to start doing more... We're going to start doing more quarter circle forward 1+2s. That sucks. Ooh, that puts me back turn. Too bad. They're pressing. There's that back one. I should have just blocked it. Whoa, he's still pressing there. I'm going for this because there's an extra hit from it being airborne. Oh, wow. That doesn't... I thought I power crushed. Dang. Or I thought I mock punched, rather. Cool. Alright. So you'll notice that this Hurong's trying to get in. We're going to run away. We're going to keep running away. That hatch is pretty good. Sorry. And that was a mistake. That last bit was a mistake. Nice down for too, jeez. Maybe that's what they've been pressing this whole time. So, okay, I'll keep that in mind. Wow, nice. Nice. Their staggering of their pressure is pretty good, and they're actually not doing anything after the back ones anymore. I've noticed that now. That like I keep on blocking, looking for a back one from the Hurong, which is -14, but they're not doing it. So I need to keep that in mind. The other thing is that they're actually just pressing moves when we're further away. So. And they press afterwards if we hit them. So we need to keep both of these in mind and cash in. Oh, didn't do my wild standing 3 in time, dang. So let's see what we can do. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going wrong. We're not gonna sit here and just like get attacked though. So I'm gonna run away. Yeah, they're pressing. They're always pressing. That's the thing that I haven't caught on to. Dang it. Also can't catch these lows. Yeah, we messed up that that whiff punish, unfortunately. So, I do think, though, that identifying when your opponent is mashing with down 4 is something I've stopped doing, and I need to get better at that. We need to go back to doing down 4 into backdash when we see this, so that we can get that whiff punish, right? Deviant, it's tricky. I usually win it, so I want to win it. It's kind of the thing. Deviant, I think that it's actually in Bryan's favor, because if Bryan can catch the down 3/4s from Hurong, it's launch. It's easy launch for Bryan specifically. So because of that, his main like pressure tool is scary. Like if Bryan blocks most of Hurong's lows, he can while standing 3 every single option that comes out of it. Aqualife, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Do it down 4. What do you do? Just chilling. How about again? Just chilling. I'm taking that read now. We're gonna do 2. They backed up and ducked, so that's actually what we wanted. Good side step. Good side step. Dang. These mock punches I'm timing too late. Okay. We need to throw a bit more. Okay. Notice they're hard ducking here. I'm going to keep that in mind. Okay. Nice. Wow. Okay. Good stuff. Let's do that down 4 again. Remind them why we're doing it. Okay, that's a high. They're pressing a lot here. Bit of a misinput. We're just going to go ahead and cash this out now. Bit of a mistake. I thought I had my hate smash. Just go for this. Good block. Oh, that was a duck. No. All right, we at least got that. Cool. We're just chilling here. Does nothing, right? Yep, does nothing. You'll notice that this person gets to a certain range, and then they press. So these down fours need to continue. That's good. Why did that hit me? Oh, man. Nice. Good sidewalk from them. They are stepping a lot, so we need to use more down fours. I sound like a broken record, but the down fours is what's going to help us continue to control this match. It's not that we're doing too many, it's that we're doing too few. So let's just keep working on this, right? We're going to take losses while we try to get better at this style. But that's the reality. Do another. Notice how they kind of got stressed from that. Oh my gosh. We are flubbing a lot of our wall pressure, I'm realizing. Like, I run up and try to do a heat smash, and I get 2-3. Maybe because we've been talking about it. Also, I didn't kill at the wall, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. Do something. So you see that? They did teabag into a while rising 2, or while rising 1, whatever the input is. That's where the back one starts getting good. Nice. Good low. They haven't done it most of the times. Back one finally works. Oh, they tech rolled that time. They're still standing there. They're still standing there, even whenever we've been down 4ing them every time. So we're going to keep doing it. Still backdashing most of the time. Nice. Okay, so we're living. But you'll notice that the way that I'm adapting is just continue to use these down fours. Just make them think about it a lot. And now there's playing sloppy. I don't know if you can tell this, but there's more risky moves coming out. Nice. Nice. Cool. We got it. So we've adapted to that one. Let's see if we can take the next one. But you see, this is the point. It's like, it's not that the down fours are not working. It's that we don't believe hard enough in it, and we're not using the right timing with it. Down jab into that's pretty crazy, but I'll not worry about it. Nice. That's not good. Dang it. Sure. That wasn't good. The jump was bad, but we'll try it. I want him to react. Wait, that's safe. There's the mid, finally. They're using a lot of, as soon as we lose, we get our turn back, they're using a lot of this, they're using a lot of whatever back 3 equivalent is on them, where a backswing blow. Okay. There it is again. They want to do it, so we kind of want to keep letting him think about it. Wow, we got so lucky. Do you see how they went for it again? Man. Orbital's good there because they're mashing. I'm going to go for the down 3-4. Cool. We got another one. I'm going to backdash here. That's fine. Everything doesn't work. I need a block. Oh man, I need a block more. That's the problem I realize, is that as I practice trying to lock people down with down force moves like that, I stop thinking about, but I need to block more. I need a block more. All right. Or rather, I need to say, the next time I get a hatchet, I'm going to block. The next time I get a back one, I'm going to block. And if I do it that way, my mind is less likely to autopilot and go for like a frame trap. And it'll help us. So that was our mistake. Bit of execution woes today as well. I think we are figuring out where these back ones fit in. You notice I do it pretty sparingly, but it does have, I think that Azucena would have been a good time to try doing down 4 into back 1 immediately. What do you do here? Run forward. Still trying to run forward. Nice. Nice. Go for the throw here, because they might do something weird, like a power crush. Nice. Cool. We also have to not be afraid to just use these throws to our advantage sometimes, because they might sidestep. Deviant, I played against a, oh, I just realized. Good to see you, Deviant. I learned your name as the one you use at Kickback, and I forgot that was you. Oh, gosh. I played Sickaby, like, my very second round, and I lost. Oh, shit. And then I played against a player who was using a combination of Harong and Shaheen. He had a beanie that day. Needs more down 4 here. You see this? Down 4. Down 4. Down 4. Down 4. They're like, screw this, I'm in. That's fine. Quarter circle back 1. Oh, nice. Oh, I tried to low parry. That works. Go for this. Nice. Notice how we're stressing them out, basically. Like, we're putting them in brand new situations. We're putting in brand new situations for the guest situation. Got him again. See, these moves here are just throwing them off. Get him. Like, doing that sort of character switch is really good, right? But yeah, that was who I played against. The reason I lost mainly to the Harong player was that he was mixing back 1 with down 1 and power crush, and was playing Harong. And I was like, wow, I can't figure out how to use my back 1 to win here. But then I fell into that poison situation where I used it more because I couldn't understand. Oh, nice. Okay. Hey, Raylo, good to see you, man. Alright, they, like that move. I know I can, low parry it at any point, so I'll try to remember to do that. You'll notice that they've changed their style. Oh, I thought I broke it, dang it. So, I need to use some down back 3s here to, like, try and, do that, basically. Do I have enough hits here? I do. Oh my gosh. Go for a throw here. They're really allergic to that specific throw. Yeah. And they are pressing. Okay. Yeah, they're still pressing. That's fine. I need a sidestep, maybe? Interesting. Yeah. So one thing I've started that I didn't notice until now is that when we do the down 4, they do whatever the mid kick is. Like, whatever the mid kick heat starter is, we should start looking into doing a down 4 into a sidestep. I haven't been paying attention enough to the change that they do in that situation. Oh, nice. Wait, I thought I ducked it. Okay. There's always next round, but we'll try and get out of this. We'll block after this one. This next down 4 we're going to block because they're not doing it anymore. There it is. Okay, so there's a bit of delay to it? Dang. What's happening? That back one was bad. This one was okay, I guess. Alright, we started clowning a little bit at the end. That's alright. There he did it. Oh wow, and this time he sidestepped. Okay. They've mashed here. Yep. Cool. Kipman, thank you for the follow. Nice. Nice, we did it. Alright. One more. Jab, this. Not the move I was looking for, but it worked. Why did I press there? At least we get this. Oh, that doesn't work! Alright, that doesn't work! Indica, you want me to 3+4 after down 4? How slow is that move? His move, I mean. I had the idea! Yeah, right? He did down back 3, sidestep on down back 3, the jet upper worked, but sidestep on the mid and the jet upper whiffed. What the heck? That move is I-14. Well, this move's I-18, so he'll beat me. Oh, but he does it delayed. Yeah, I did notice that. But that's so weird that it, I guess we had to forward 4-1, but that's, not fun. I was trying to cash in. But this is what Peter told me. He's like, if it, you come up with a read, you cash it in, it doesn't work, bad luck. But you gotta be trying. You're always trying, and that means you're gonna win more often than you don't, right? You're always trying to get that read in. Is this Asuka? Yeah, Asuka. Okay. Give him some space here. Take her turn back with these down 4s and down back 3s. Notice that they're pressing a lot. I'm just going to try and... Wow, that worked! But I didn't get the combo. Cool. We already know that this person's a little bit pressy, so I'm going to start using frame traps, right? Okay, more cartwheels. They're trying to fish for our down 4s here. That's fine. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so you'll notice that they're already trying to fish for these down 4s by using cartwheels and stance. We can just look for that. The reason I'm doing the back ones here specifically is she might parry. What did she press? After the back one was blocked, what did she press? Wow, that sucks. That's good. Interesting. So, you'll notice that they wait a little bit, and then they go for a move. So this is where we want to back one. For those reasons. Do you see that? Alright, we're going to chill out here. Oh, interesting. Thought I had it. Notice more down 4s. And they don't like to block, so we're gonna get them. Bargain, thank you so much for the follow. Whoa! Oh, it's her special low parry, okay. See, it's working. Oh, that one tracks a little bit more. Ah, there you go. She sees it. I was like, what's going on here? Okay. Nice. I thought she stopped. Alright. Now I learned something. Also, I have been tech rolling every single time, and they haven't been finishing it, so good to know. Alright. We are learning something here. Okay. This is not going to make us stop using our down fours. Supposed to be a quarter circle back one. Yeah, I'm getting used to this move. I don't see it that often. I actually maybe have never seen it before, but we'll see. I see. You're a big fan of that move, I see. Oh, you can counter hit it? Well then. That changes everything. I think more back ones. We're going to use a little bit more back ones because back one actually counter hits that situation. See? This is good. Alright, we're learning something. We're learning something. So that's the risk. But they don't like that, so they are going to press. We have to be ready. Well, we wanted to try, right? Whoa! Wow, that worked. Okay, they were pressing. Well, now we learned. So this is good because back one will beat both of those options. If they go for parry or the low parry, back one beats both of those. It's an elbow. So we're going to keep that in mind, and this is hopefully going to show some strength for this matchup, right? All right, I'm not going to use too many. I'm using too many right now. I cannot see her snake edge, which is not good. Wow, that's crazy. That backdash is throwing me off. That backdash is throwing me off. So let's see. The snake edge is really weird, and then she's glowing during heat, and I've got nothing. Notice how these all of a sudden are working. Oh, nice sidestep. She's still going for these parries, no matter what I try. So I'll just keep going for it. They're playing stubborn Tekken, so we'll play stubborn. Can I get this? Nice. I think Nahiri honestly is just not knowing, right? Do another. She's chilling. Do another. Oh, wow, okay. So now we're power crushing. That's fine. Still pressing. Notice those, like, kind of checking. Oh, nice. Those checking ducks she's doing constantly, she's rattled. Oh, nice. That is tracking. Got it. Okay. You'll notice that they're pressing a lot more buttons. They're trying to keep us away, so that means I can slow down a bit. To a degree, but we're going to use these down fours again to, like, remind them what we're doing. Okay, nice. I like that. Heat smash, sure. I've seen it a few times. I'm cashing in now. Nice sidestep, though. Nice sidestep. And good mid-low. Nice. Alright. I think that we used too many back ones. We definitely used too many back ones. The move is good, but they kind of adapted and they stopped pressing into it. They started using Power Crush, right? We didn't pick up on that. Back 4-2-3. What's our back 4-2-3? We didn't pick up on that, and that caused us to lose because now we're putting ourselves in all these back ones where we're the one getting blown up by our Power Crush. So we'll just have to remember that for next time. We're not even remembering for next time. That's just like keep checking what they're doing and keep adapting. And I'm adapting slowly this morning. Yeah, exactly. Like, the back one is fine, but, like, we need to do something else afterwards. Exactly. I was trying to repeat the situation that was working. Dang, that's unlucky. Get that. Thought I had a mock punch. It's okay. Sure. They didn't even heat dash. Crazy. I'm just gonna give him some time. Oh, that sucks. I'm going for this throw because I just get the vibe from them. Yeah, I get the vibe from them that they're gonna press. Got him to the wall here. Free damage. It's a lot of damage. And then start chipping them away. Make them start thinking about it, right? I'm gonna block here. They're still doing crazy stuff. What the heck? This person's... That's a little bit crazy, but it's fine. I actually like using the string to run away there. That's kind of cool. Do it down 4 here. Immediate electric. That was a good whiff punish. A lot of damage too. Alright, so you'll notice that one thing they do is they run away and then they do Wavu Wavu electric. Do another. Okay. They waited it. Nice. How do I get away from here? Okay. No! Oh, man. That sucks. Good idea, though. I think... So you'll notice, though, that they play further away, and then they'll do Wavu Wavu move, right? We don't know what the move is going to be, but we can try and catch it with a 3+4. So I think we're going to look to do that, and that will be our, like, read that we make on that situation, right? As soon as we see them waving from that distance, 3+4. If the 3+4 whiffs, that's okay. We may get launched, but I need to try it. Oh, they did 1 that time. That's all right. Nice. That's good. I'm going to go for a charge here. Nice. Cool. Let's do a down back 3 here. Pressed. Still tech rolling? No. Good. Alright. Things are doing well. I'm going to do a backdash now. I knew we could launch that. Wow, from that distance. I'm gonna go for this throw again. Nice duck. I think maybe they saw that last time. Or maybe it's just like, what do they like to duck? That's what I mean about that, like, weird timing. They micro-ducked the low and then tried to press a button. The back one catches them. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, the reason you do back one is to throw people off in that situation when they're like, here's the low, move. And then it just blows them up. That's what we're trying to do here. That's what we're trying to figure out when we can do that. And I saw them doing it earlier, and we cashed it in, and it worked. I'm really excited. And Bryan damage. Alright. They're just kind of hanging out here. Oh, nice slow parry. That's fine. I think I do that a little bit much, and I've definitely played this player before. They've done that how many times now? Electric in down forward 1-2. I'm just gonna go for this. Just get him off me. Boyong, I'm definitely not better than Lee. I'm not even better than some of the players in this chat. Okay. Thank you. I did it again. Do it again? Alright. They're chilling. That's fine. I'm not going to do it every time this time. Okay, pressing. Yeah, they tried to press. That was a bit foolish. Best Bryan in the West? Not even. Jimmy's better than me. Tone's better than me. What's his name? Ty's better than me. Where is your electric? Not there, apparently. Okay. That's good. Okay. They really want it. I'm gonna pop my heat here and then back up. There we go. Okay, not bad. Best Bryan in my hometown. Maybe Deviant is the best. I don't know. I'm surprised that worked. I think I have enough hits here. Cool. But you'll notice that we kind of like broke their mental a little bit, right? But either way, I'm trying to get better, right? On the up and up, exactly, Swamp. Welcome to the stream. But we kind of broke their mental because those down fours and the back ones were like messing with, exactly, Deviant. Sigby tried to set up a trash bag match between us, but you went too deep in the tournament. A little bit. A little bit. Anyway, so I do think that we're starting to see why the back one is good, right? The best humble Bryan, I'll take that. I'll take that. It's not very humble to take it, but I'll take that. Yeah, I think that worked pretty well. But anyway, so like, I do think that we're kind of figuring out what the back one is for. The back one is just to piss them off. It's just like, oh, dang it, I tried to block this freaking down four, and then all of a sudden this has happened, you know? I think that's the point. We don't really care about the frames. Like, we can take the frames. We can take the frames, but The point is that being plus stresses some players, and because of that, we can kind of use that to our advantage, I think. Back one is Law's Dragon Hammer. Yeah, a lot of characters, their back one does something similar. Tekken, as far as the moves go, is more organized than you would think, right? Hey, you summoned him, Nahiri. Alright, Law does like to play up close, though. But they want to play at, like, the optimal range of being able to do slide or the mid option, whatever it's called. So we're going to play this keep-out game against him. Ooh, you're chesting me. Unfortunately, I know that one. Go for it. Okay. Oh, yeah, the Dragon Hammer. I thought Law's back Dragon Hammer was also a back one. I was like, that's cool. Do again. Notice they're kind of... Whoa, this person's crazy. You'll notice, though, that this person is already, like, running away. They're running away and ducking. They're testing us. Red Bentley, yeah, they're doing okay. Welcome to the stream. I'm figuring out how... Man, this person is at their wit's end. But, we're trying to figure out how to use these back ones effectively in tandem with the down fours. Wow, that sucks. For them. Wow, nice. Alright, back to Emperor. Back to Emperor we go. Slow Shaw, you, good to see you. No, they don't want to play against that. We knew every option. They gave us the Law punishment quiz. Marshall Paul. But you'll see that, like, some players just don't know what to do against it. Like, they get hit 2 times and they're like, I don't know, I'm going to stand here. What's the range? And that's actually why this move is pretty good, because in that situation, they're like, here it comes, and then you get them with the same timing. But this is just a different option. Like, instead of going for equal timing, I'm going to go for delayed timing. And of course, you can manually delay it, right? You can just down 4, wait, down 4. We've talked about doing that before, but back one has it built in. Like, if you do back one immediately, it gives you a delay. Zane, how's it going? That is not a mixed drink, Swamp. It is a Vietnamese coffee. Zane, I can give you a little bit of advice after this game. Down 4? Yeah. Why did I do that? That was a bit dumb. Pressed. I like that option. What? Omen? Sure. Oh, that actually gives him a whole combo at the end. I was like, why would you go for the Omen? But, except a hard call out. But it actually has really, really good benefit. Okay, we learned something. Good punish. They're trying to test us. That's minus 14. Do another one. Do another one. I thought I had the sidestep, dang it. They're very aggressive so far. Wow, we... Nice. Can I get this? Yeah, I can. Okay. I hope so, Zane. This is not going well. It's alright. He did go for it. Fair enough. I was like, maybe they'll go for it again, but nope. They sidestepped a lot in that situation. I didn't space it right. They held their ground too. So we're gonna have to get through Warrior after this round. Or no, just kidding. We're gonna use the back one a little bit. That was dumb. Go for this, and then I'm gonna back up. Wow, it still hit us. Good stuff. They're pretty patient, I would say, with their spacing, and then impatient with their pressure. So we have to kind of adapt to that. So it's like I'm gonna get a little bit further into their face with these down fours, just to make sure the down four hits, while also like using a little bit more frame choppy moves once we're in this situation. Okay, they're crazy. Do a down four here. Cool. Hold my ground there. Cool, cool, cool. Whoa. Let it rip, I guess. They did. Check roll. Nice side set. Why did that hit me? Dang it. Go for that throw. Nice. Got him. Cool. 2-3 is good. We should do it a little bit more. Good block. Bad, they like to, side set there. Just go for this. Cool. They like to sidestep after our back ones. I should be, cashing that in much earlier. They don't do heat dash at all because the, heat smash he has is quite good. You want Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal? Huh. I don't even know what they look like. Good to see you, Shin Joker. Oh, no. Pressing. Sure. Big buttons. Okay. Okay. Does this work? I'm just trying to save the combo. Yeah. Yeah, Deviant's in here. The chairman is in here. You can sidewalk right the heat smash. He's a Mishima. This is why I don't know this. I was like, oh man, why is left not working against Heihachi? Do another one. And then he goes for Godfist this time. That sucks. Godfist tracks that way. Whoa! Nice. I decided to intentionally take the throw just to see if they would do it, but also because the throw doesn't kill at me. Okay. Man, I can't sidestep that. I need to sidewalk it. Good punish. Good jabs. They're kind of tightening up their offense. Stay on the ground. No. Nice. Yep, knew it. Wow, I can't believe that worked. I was trying to go for, I can't do it again. I tried to go for quarter circle forward. Got him with the down back threes. They panicked a bit. Taunt? No. Got him. Yeah, Heihachi's 4-4-2 is pretty good. It's also a very mean thing to do with Bryan players online because it's a really hard punish and it's more likely than not going to work. Alright, so I promised Zane a taunt trick. I'm going to teach you a taunt trick. So, I'm going to say that I'm going to start by saying unfortunately, at the end of it, it's still practice, right? At the end of the day, it's still practice, because if you can't do it consistently like that, you're in trouble. I'll give you 2 taunt tricks. The first one is the easy one. If you taunt and press this move super early, it'll work. Let me see if I can do it even earlier than that. Alright? So, you'll notice my very first taunt came out at, so if we add these all up, 2, 4, 7, 24. We did it at 24 frames, so we did it 4 frames earlier, and this 1 frame length move still worked, right? I don't think I can do it any earlier than that, just because my muscle memory won't figure it out. But actually, that was at 18 frames. We did that 18 frames. We did that 10 frames early, and it still hit. So that's the first thing, is that is free, right? That's like, so Zane, that is free. When you have heat, you can pretty much not drop that. You can just go for it and then get used to the other stuff. Now, if you want to specifically know how to jet upper, right? If we count the frames for a jet upper, okay? And we count this up, right? So 4, 7, 28. So 28 frames after the taunt. Then on frame 1 we press forward. Then on neutral we have 1 frame of neutral. Then on the last frame we have back 2. What this means is that on frame 30, you're pressing a button, and on frame 28 you're pressing forward. So, or backwards. On frame 28 you're pressing forward. On frame 30 you're pressing back 2. Because of this game is in 60 FPS, right? It's in 60 FPS, and that's what we're talking about, which means that at half a second exactly, you're pressing the back 2 after your taunt. So like if you just, I'm only doing the back 2 here, but you can try and like time correctly the back 2 here. Now, in addition to this, if you are a music-oriented person, you can use 120 BPM music, which is a beat every 2 beats per second, and you can basically time your button presses with the metronome going 120 BPM, listening to 120 BPM music, which is a very common speed, by the way, and you can learn the timing from there. And then, to further the music analogy, if you're familiar with a grace note, which is essentially a note that's like kind of trails or like happens right before the other note, like ba-ba, or something like that, then you think of the forward input as a grace note, and you're instead timing it to the 2. You're timing it to the back 2, but you're grace noting in a forward input. That's like the one thing I can give you that's like no one else has said before. Everything else is what everyone else says, plus practice. That's about all I can tell you. Not to mention the fact that you have to practice doing it in the open, and you have to practice doing it on tech roll, and you have to practice doing it on any other tech catch you do, because the timing is going to feel different each time. That's the only other thing I'll tell you, is that if you can do it in one situation, doesn't mean you can do it in the other situation. Hey, Bebop, thank you so much for the follow. So, yeah. How did I get back to come out so fast after 2-3? I don't know. I'm not sure which situation you're talking about. So anyway, you're... Alright, I'm catching up. Yes, it was a string, yeah. So exactly. Yeah, I just delayed. I delayed the string instead of doing a back two. Yeah. Exactly. Jimmy J. Tran gives you the breakdown of what it really is, though. Yeah, double taunting takes getting used to. I'll tell you that in this game, I bind it to one button because I'm old and I'm going to get carpal tunnel if I try to do it the real way, which is holding 3+4 and then like double tapping the one button a bunch of times. Like, I can't do that. Like, I learned in 7, right? I can do it, but it sucks. So instead, I just press this button here and it taunts for me. And I don't even need to do anything fancy at that point. Shinjoker, you've seen metronomes from Nina's as well? I mean, like, it's so funny that fighting games are rhythm games. They're just rhythm games. You have to, like, if you're a drumline, you're going to be good at combos, right? Yeah, I think techno, I've definitely heard a lot of techno at that speed. But if you just Google or YouTube, like, 120 BPM music, you'll find all sorts of stuff. You can even go, like, 120 BPM techno if that's your jam, right?
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, that's good, Zane. I didn't know you didn't know about the frames already. There you go. Jet up or punish. Can I bind? Yeah, you can bind 3 buttons to 1 button in this game. I think a lot of Legacy players do it the old way because that's what they know how to do. But players like me that never really got good at doing it, like, I do it, but I can't, I'm not constantly buffering it like the old hats do. Go for this. Yeah. Okay. They press. Nice. Cool. We're kind of just autopiloting there, but we'll do it. What do you do? Run in. Run in. Ooh, run in with a jumping room. I like it. So we'll jab next time. Or really, we'll just sidewalk. I think sidewalk's a little bit less committed. Ooh, nice. Notice I switched to that hatchet. Go for this. Everyone presses once you've pissed them off enough. Okay. Good stuff. I think they did a hop kick, hop knee, after I did down for 2-1, so we'll keep that in mind. That's really awesome, Donnie boy. Good job. Congrats. I'm gonna try another one. Alright, they're sidestepping. You like it? Whoa! Notice they're kind of chilling out here. And then we do 2 and they get upset again. So we're kind of learning their patterns. I probably should have blocked, to be honest. Nice. Probably should have blocked, but, you know, it is what it is. Good block. Good duck, I mean. Ooh, that turns us back around. That's cool. Cool. Do this back one. Do another one. I think they're a little bit poisoned on that move right now. They're doing it every time. Every single time they do while standing 4, they do a down back 3. Okay. Different sequence now. Wow, that's cool. You got me. Alright. Got us with something tricky. I also think that, I forget that specifically for Lee's while running situation, we thought we had the back turn, so we went for 3-3-2, right? We got the read. We did not do the punish. We'll just do a jet upper next time. We're learning, right? Still chilling there. Notice how patient that they're playing from that distance. They're just like, I don't really care about these down fours, so we're going to try and do a little more. Nice. I actually pressed. If we had just, I thought it hit, so I dialed in the down back 3 again. This. Oh no! Try to save it.
Round 3. Fight.
Still chilling a bit here. Good fake. I thought they were gonna slide. Okay. I'm gonna pop my heat here. I don't know if this kills, but I'm gonna try. It doesn't feel like it will. Pixel, got it. Oh my gosh, good stuff. Good stuff. Good guess. Alright. I think that specifically here, we probably Chi-Chi's Revengeance. I think that maybe we were sidewalking a little bit too much the double kicks because we got it once, right? Oh, an extra back. Yeah, I probably should do that a little bit more in that situation.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right, we'll try this. Okay, so Fang wants to play further, closer up. I actually think that maybe the mistake we're making with Lee is that we're playing too far away from him. But either way, with Fang, we're going to play further away because he wants to play far away. Run up. You see that? Aggression. Do it again. Do it again. Stay away from me. Yeah, see? Got him. Cool. Alright, cool. So, I'm going to back up. That's not what I expected to happen. Okay, notice that they're now trying to play this game. Whoa. Oh, I jabbed. I was too slow. They're doing that a lot now. Wow, that blocked really fast. Nice. I sidestepped and I got hit. Whoa, that's cool. Cool. So you'll notice though that like the way that they're playing, they're trying to use these like lots and lots of combos to kind of keep us honest. And lots of backswing blows to keep us honest. So, we do something slower, and we catch them. Alright, they're a little bit crazy, but that's alright. Can't believe that worked. We messed it up. I messed it up. Oh, wait, no, they pressed. All right. I want to be careful that I don't build this bad habit, but it's like every time we play against someone, it's like, all right, they're definitely doing it. They're definitely pressing here. All right. Let's do a backdash here. Another Kempo. So I have to, like, go forward a little bit to get it. But you can get it. You see that? Nice. Because we're chasing this down now. I like that. Why did I press? I pressed something really dumb. I did while standing one. Go for this. Nice. Notice how many Kempos are coming out? There are so many Kempos coming out. We need to, like, just assume there's a Kempo coming out constantly, right? So we're going to look to grab it. And by grab it, I mean catch it. Knew it. Knew it! Alright. Backswing. Okay, so you notice that now the Kempo, if he goes for the backswing blow, we can't use the same timing. So we're actually not as safe as I think. But we're kind of learning as we go, right? And they've gone for down forward one every single time, so I'm going to stop worrying too much about it, right? This is a bad combo. Don't do my combo. Nice. Good timing. Nice. All right. Whoa, that's cool. Those back ones, though. See, at some point, the back ones, you cash them in, right? Notice how I did a dash back one? Because they were blocking. They were blocking, and I was like, I need to make sure I hit all these options. Now, if they'd done a backswing blow, we would have lost, probably. If they had mashed, we would have lost. But the point being that we shut them down with this, and all of a sudden, you end the round with a bunch of mids. And they've been paying attention, like it or not. Alright. Not the back one spam. Exactly, Hugh. We earned it. We earned it. Oh, also, don't practice jet upper in waiting lobbies if you want to actually get better at it, because right before you get a match, it lags a little bit, and it's going to mess up your timing if you're trying to find the timing. Nahiri, welcome back. Alright, we have a Leo. Nice punish. Oh, he's got a good punish. Good stuff. Alright. You'll notice that already they're looking for these lows, right? That's not the right punish. Or maybe they're... No, they're pressing a quarter circle forward or something. Because that's not... No, they blocked it. Never mind. I don't know. Good stuff. Okay. Just go for this. Nice. I tried to mock punch there. Got stuffed. Cool. But you'll notice that they're already looking for these lows. They're trying to block it. So I'm going to use a few more mids. No, that's a cool setup. Good range on that. Another toe kick. Why did I do that? I also could have done a better combo. We're going to do the back 2-4 combo because that's better. Nice. You got me. Good. Ooh, they beat me out? Nope. Get him to the wall here. Cool. Goonie, thank you so much for the follow. But you'll notice that this Leo is trying to kind of play from further away. And we're trying to continue to play from further away and kind of stress them out a little bit. There's a good one. So that's probably like minus 12 is my guess. Maybe 13. Got him. Cool. But you'll notice that, like, as they try to play from further away, we are using these down fours. We can use our down fours to, like, keep them away, right? Like, this is all just spacing. I'm going to do a down back 3 here. Notice that they went for that. Alright, so you notice that if I dash up and do it, nice. Once I dash up with that second down 4, they're ducking. So I'm going to dash up and do the quarter circle forward 1+2 now. See? And it works. Go for a throw. Good blocks. Oh, I thought I broke it. Dang. Too bad. Good blocks. I think I'm doing that a bit much. Dang it. Messed it up. Messed it up. Very eager with their wake-ups here. Sure. Nice. Just disrespect it a little bit. Look at that, they're teabagging. And I think they're getting a little bit stressed out by us. So we're going to do this. Wow, nice. I think I've fallen for that a few times. Nice. The heat engager while standing forward punish. Yeah, exactly. Alright. Nice stuff. Is that Link? Or is that someone else? No, that's gotta be something else. It looks like an anime character. Got teabag next chance. Did they teabag? No, they're not teabagging. They're trying to get that. They're looking for our low timing. They're looking for a low timing. That's not disrespectful. Notice they're pressing now? Whether or not intentionally or not. Whether or not they realize they are starting to press after these down fours, so I'm going to let them press. Oh, what? No. That's cool, though. Bad punish. Why do I suck? Why do I suck? Alright. Whoa! Caught my side step. Nice stuff. Cool. That's minus 12. Cool. Oh, we're dead. Not yet, though. Get up. I was afraid to do anything slower than that because they like to press stuff on the ground there. Nice stuff. But you'll notice they pressed a button there. We just didn't get the punish. Sure. That's pretty cool. Oh, that tracks. Good duck. Nice. Good block. Good block. Dang. I should have done down 4-2. I should have done down 4-2. I think it's okay that we're getting a little bit lazy with these last final guesses in the sense that we'll get better at them at a different time. But I think in that situation, that would have been a good time to go for this. Would have been a good time, but oh well. We're even 4-2. 4-2-1-2 would have been good. All right, we have a Lee, and this is going to be the last one today because I have to leave pretty quickly after this. All right. They run in directly. So do 2 more. They're still going for it. Wow, I suck. Does that work? Wow, it works. Okay. Alright, good. We're gonna back up, give him some space, and then we're looking to do this. Still running in. Patience there, at least. Tried to sidestep the down forward one. I was a little bit surprised it didn't sidestep. Wait, what the heck? I must suck. Or is that max range? What happened there? They're learning. You see that? Well, that worked, but a bit sloppy. Good cop, good parry. Be a little bit careful here. Wait, I'm holding back. What's happening? Well, too bad. Alright. It's alright. They're still pressing here, as you can see. More hot knees, that's good. We can slow down a bit. Nice stuff. Okay, so we flubbed our taunt. Well, I'll start by saying that. I flubbed the taunt, and therefore we didn't win the match. So, in a way, like, I guess it was a win, but we had an execution error. But we could have still won the later rounds. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So, I noticed he did a low last time. Oh no, they went for immediate press. Nice. Does that track me going that way? Good punish. Thought that was a slide. Alright. Oh, we suck. This way I can get it down 4. They love that move. Alright. I'm gonna orbital here. That's fine. Oh, that sucks. Do it down 4, down 4. Do this. Nice. So we get the next round. They don't like the duck. So this is kind of what I'm trying to say. It's like we're figuring out where to step and how to deal with the reactions that they're doing. I'm trying to cash in these reads that I'm seeing. And luckily they're giving us the opportunity a lot, right? Really no reason for me to be doing this combo, but it is a little bit shorter. Okay, nice. Okay. You'll notice that their reaction to most of this is just to go crazy and like try to 50 us. finish the string. I was blocking. Okay. I'm doing this for the wall situation. And then we're going to give him some space, maybe? That was a bait. That was a bait. Good whiff punish. Go for this throw. They have been power crushing a little bit, so I want to kind of keep that in mind. And you'll notice that, like, now that they slow down a bit, that back one hit the first time, which was great, right? And again, see? We're cashing in the back ones now, and it's getting them. And we win. A little bit sloppy, but we win. So that's the idea. GG's to them. I think that this style of play is getting better for us, and I think we're just realizing that that was the style all along. I've gotten distracted with the other ways we can play, but at the end of the day, down 4 is all we're caring about. Down 4 is all we will care about. So excuse my dogs, but I'm going to go ahead and do our sign off real quick. If you're coming from YouTube, be sure and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us grow. We really love seeing the new people show up. And if you ever want to watch it live, it's going to be at twitch.tv/VonTyban. That's VonTiban. We stream Tekken Bryan on Saturdays and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time, so come check us out there. And our variety stream, where we try to play other characters, is going to be Thursday evenings, 8:45 p.m. and 10:45 p.m. Central Time. And on a Wednesday, every now and then, 8:45 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. is the makeup stream. So come check us out. With that being said, though, all of this is down in the description below, as well as a link to our Discord if you'd like to join our community of players trying to get better at the game together. Thank you so much for the follow, World Champ. Thank you so much for the follow, Silver Hillian. And let's go ahead and end it right there. Y'all have a good time learning how to down 4 and back 1 with the fruits of your labor, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.